Time now for the Gold Show with Kenny Michaels. Now, here's your host, Kenny Michaels.
All right. Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Gold Show. I'm your host, Kenny Michaels. It is great to be here today. Welcome, and thank you so much for making us a part of your day. It is great to be here today. Thank you, and morning. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and turn the phones on. The number to get me live here in studio, 888-350-3005. Again, 888-350-3005. That is the number to get me live. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get started. I'm going to start with this, that the state of Florida has now made gold and silver legal tender. Last week, I told you the state of Missouri. We're now at 16 states in this country, except gold and silver is legal tender. A lot more is coming. Why is that? Because the dollar is sinking and the whole world's headed this way. Now you say, well, I don't care what China does. I don't care what. Listen, at the end of the day, the whole world's headed this way. What about your little world? Where are you headed? You're going to stay with the stocks? When now we have Robert Kiyosaki. And if you don't know who that is, ladies and gentlemen, if you've heard of the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki is the author to that. He is a tremendous investor, and he invests mostly in silver. He came out Thursday and said, expect a 50 to 75% crash in the market because of the overhauling of what's coming with the government. And he said, listen to this. Here we go. He said, everybody should have silver in their IRA, in their retirement account. He's talking physical silver, not paper. There's no such thing as paper silver and paper gold. It's trash. You need to have physical silver inside your retirement account. Bank of America saying we're expecting a silver push in 2025. King's World News came out with a chart on Thursday that said silver is on the cusp of a historical breakthrough. Where's this coming from? It's coming from the fact that now they're saying the AI industry is using silver in its manufacturing of AI things, bots, whatever you want to call them. So now we have solar using silver, electric car using silver. We have the bots using silver. No wonder they're expecting a massive silver push. Having physical silver in your IRA, they're saying will give growth. Great. Put it in. Reagan Gold Group will help you do that. Just call them. These guys are unbelievable. Unbelievable. No charge to move your accounts. No charge to do the paperwork. They'll do all the work for you. They'll hold your hand through the process. It's so easy. It's ridiculous. Their number, and they're there right now, by the way, because Reagan Gold Group, I swear to God, these guys never sleep. It's amazing to me. These guys never sleep. They work 7 days a week. Their number is 888-351-8999. Again, 888-351-8999, or go to mygoldquiz.com. If you do go to mygoldquiz.com, you're going to get me, the good-looking Kenny Michaels. It'll go right to my email, and when I'm off air, I'll be happy to call you. Okay? All right, the number to get me live here in studio is 888-350-3005. Again, 888-350-3005. That's the number to get me live. If you have questions about your retirement account, you want to know, can you roll it into gold, silver? Do you have questions about gold and silver? That's what I'm here for. This is an educational show. It's designed to educate people 59 and a half and older, technically, even people 50 and older. It's designed to educate you because you are the ones most affected by what is going on. And with Social Security, they're saying potentially leaving shortly. A lot of us, including me, probably won't get to collect Social Security. Paid in all this money, and it's been a scam this whole time. They're saying that's what Tommy Tuberville from, what is he, the senator of Arkansas or Alabama, wherever he is saying he doesn't think Social Security is going to make it. Which means a guy like me, if I was banking on Social Security, I'll be working till I die. Fortunately for me, I have a retirement account that I put into gold, so I'm comfortable. I'm praying for a market crash every day. because I'm in gold. Right? So I know my money's going to be there when I need it. One of the things Robert Kiyosaki said the other day was, it's no longer about the greed. It's about the need. He said, get your chips off the table. And he's not talking about your Ruffles or Doritos. I have news for you. That's not the chips he's talking about. Okay? You leave those chips on the table with onion dip. Right? But you got to get your chips off the table. If the market has made you money, great, congrats. Now move it. You're sitting at a blackjack table and this dealer has made you money. Great, now get up. Don't give it back. The numbers that all these experts, Trump, Musk, Buffett, Kiyosaki, Scott Bessent, the new Treasury Secretary, the numbers these guys are saying that the market's going to correct by it's past scary. Like, scary's not even the right word. I read these articles and I'm like, oh my God. And now here we go. The S&P 500 came out with an article on Seeking Alpha that said, brace yourself for the upcoming recession under Trump. There you go. Every single one of these institutions, which is smarter than me, knows more than me. I'm just a messenger. I just read them and come on air and give them to you, because a lot of you probably don't read this stuff. But I pay attention to what's going on with my money. And by the way, I want to tell you something. When I was younger, I never paid attention to my money. It's true. It's true. I just went to work every day. I got paid check, and I always had a little money. And, you know, if I wanted to take a girl out or wanted to go get an ice cream or wanted to go to a ball game, or I never cared about what happened to my money. Never cared. And it's funny how you get to a certain age and then you're like, my back hurts. I'm tired. How old am I? I'm 62. Well, okay, I need to retire. And I look at my kids, and as much as I love them, I don't want them supporting me. So all of a sudden, my money becomes, like, important to me. All of a sudden, I'm paying attention. And so maybe you're not paying attention. That's my job. I pay attention and relay the message to you. But here's what I'm going to tell you. If you are planning on retiring, or you are near or at retirement age, you better get your money moved. Because these numbers, they're saying, Elon Musk says a significant market crash. Kiyosaki, 50 to 75% is what he's saying as a normal adjustment. That's insane. Trump is saying, be prepared for some serious short-term pain for long-term gain. Now, short-term pain, someone my age should feel zero pain when it comes to my money. And then let me tell you this. There was an article that came out on Zero Hedge. Zero Hedge is a news platform that's highly reliable and very accurate. Said that Janet Yellen, who is the Treasury Secretary currently under Sloppy Joe, she said, listen to this, that we don't have any financial sustainability. And she apologized. Listen to this. She says, I'm sorry we didn't make more progress. Give me a break. Tell that to the guy who's my age who wants to retire in 3 years. Now you're saying you're sorry? What's he supposed to do? Right? They're sorry that we didn't make more progress and we have no financial sustainability. Tell me that is not frightening to you if you're in your 60s or late 50s or you're already retired. Or you think your money in the bank's going to protect you. That's another story we're going to talk about here in just a minute. The point I'm getting at is that if we have no financial sustainability, oh my God, and she's sorry we didn't make more progress. Sorry doesn't pay the bills, Janet Yellen. So when I hear that, I look at my account and I think, well, I'm in gold, so I'm good. I'm in gold and silver. I'm good. But I think about people, friends of mine who have reached out to me lately and said, Kenny, did you see the article by Janet Yellen? I said, yes. Kenny, I'm moving to gold. Good. I say, good for you. I think about the people that remain in paper assets because they're afraid of their financial advisor. They're scared to upset their financial advisor. The biggest joke I've ever seen. Who are my age or maybe a tad older. And you're okay losing 50 to 75%. And then when you do, you're going to come crying. And my answer to, you know what my answer is going to be to you? Trump told you it would happen. Buffett told you it would happen, and he got out of the market. Kiyosaki told you it would happen. Elon Musk told you it would happen, and you stayed anyway. Well, see ya. And those guys that I mentioned know more than me and know more than your financial guy. Trust me on that. You reach a point in your life where it's your money. And that is the number one most valuable thing you own is your retirement and your money in the bank, because you're banking on that, especially with Social Security, they're saying is not going to make it. So if Social Security is not going to make it, how do I have golden years? How do I survive? What do I do? Call my son? Son, I need money. Send me money? No. So I took my retirement account, I put it into gold, went through Reagan Gold Group. They turned out to be the number one highest rated precious metals firm in the country. They're the best. And now I'm sleeping at night knowing my retirement plans are on their way. That was my plan B. Yes, I had plan A, but when you're punched in the face, you change your plans. I now have my money's in plan B because the whole world's going to my plan B. Good for me. They're saying 2025 will be a record year for gold and silver. Unbelievable. Robert Kiyosaki says, forget the greed. It's about the need. That's right. It's not about greed, how much money you can make. It's about your need for that retirement account to exist. And the beauty of it is you buy low, sell high, right? Watch this scenario. You pick up the phone, you call Reagan Gold Group, 888-351-8999, or go to mygoldquiz.com. You take your IRA, 401k, whatever, you move, or your cash in the bank, you move it into physical metals. Now you sit there, pop your popcorn, watch the movie develop starting January 20th when Trump takes over and all of his guys, and they start making all these changes, and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy start cutting jobs in the government, and there's mass chaos. What happens to gold and silver during chaos? You got it. One direction, upward. And then you'll pray for a market crash. It crashes. Now your gold and silver account shoots up another 330% like it did in '08. Now you're thinking, now I got all this more money from moving my money. Not only is it there, but I got a lot more. Now stocks are cheaper because we had a crash. Now, if you want to roll back tax-free, penalty-free, now you're buying some of the stocks low, right? That's smart. But to sit there at 62, 59, 68, 75 and lose half of your retirement account and then think, well, it'll come back in 16 years like it has now. Really? You have 16 years? Really? Now, some of you think you're going to live forever. You might. I doubt it, but you might. But I'm not willing to gamble my retirement account because it's all I have. It's all I have. I can't bank on Social Security. Senators are saying it's not going to be there. Well, if they're right, I can't bank on that. I got to know that I have my money when I need it. That's why you move into precious metals. Yes, it's true. Gold's close to $3,000 an ounce. It's unbelievable. We haven't seen anything yet. But when you move into a precious metals IRA, you should be diversifying within the metals. But everybody should have physical silver in their IRA. Reagan Gold Group will help you with that. Okay, so call those guys, 888-351-8999. Again, 888-351-8999. Or go online, mygoldquiz.com. Answer the 4 questions. It'll come to my personal email, and I'll call you when the show's over, okay? All right, the number to get me live here in studio, 888-350-3005. That's the number to get me live. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. If you have a question about your retirement account, you want to know, does it qualify to move into gold? You have questions about it. You're thinking about it. You've been on the fence. You're nervous about something. That's what this show is for. This show, I open up phone lines. I want the calls. Why? Because I want to ease your fears. I want to answer your questions. I want you to feel comfortable before you do it. You don't do it when you're nervous. You do it when you're comfy. But you're running out of time. Trump takes over January 20th. Okay, they expect gold and silver to explode. So now's the time. I get it. Oh, it's the holidays. Listen, everyone's got 5 minutes. If you have 5 minutes to go through a drive-thru at Starbucks to get a latte, you have 5 minutes to get on the phone with Reagan Gold Group and get the paperwork done. That's how long it takes. If you have 5 minutes to get in line at In-N-Out, and by the way, the In-N-Out burger lines are longer than 5 minutes. Okay? So if you, even at 2 o'clock in the morning, if you have time to sit in an In-N-Out burger line, you have time to call Reagan Gold Group. Okay? And by the way, do you know you could be in your car and you can call Reagan Gold Group and get the money moved? Did you know that? Because they do all the work for you. And the questions they'll ask you, you already know. Like your name, your social security number, and your address. So you could be in your car and do this. Okay? But please, dear God, people, if you are near or at retirement age, please, dear God, don't play with your retirement account. Another big-time investor has come out, Robert Kiyosaki, saying there's going to be a 50 to 75% change. That's nuts. It's nuts. Okay? It's not worth gambling. Right? Makes sense. All right, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. All right, I do want to talk about the fact that Florida is now accepting gold and silver as legal tender. Texas has now said that they're going to back their, when the digital currency comes out, they are going to back their digital currency gold-backed. Fabulous. Everybody's going that way. Trump said, what did he say? I want the United States to be the leader in gold-backed currency. He said moving into gold would be wonderful. It will stabilize this country. His new Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, saying the whole world globally is going to gold. We have to do some economic reordering. Wow. Wow. How awesome is that? So people are not talking about stocks. They're talking about moving. People are nervous. They see the mass changes that are coming from our government. People are nervous. Rightfully so. You should be. But if you want some peace, some calm, move your retirement account. Sit back, watch what happens. You can always move back, people. All right. Let's talk money in the bank. Okay, some people, well, let me start off by saying this. I would never tie my money up in the federal banking system. Period. Whether it's an IRA with your bank, whether it's a CD with your bank, I would never tie my money up. I would be made free as a bird, where I can take that money at any time. If you are someone that's locked into your bank by a CD or IRA, well, the IRA you can roll tax-free, penalty-free, problem solved there. If you have a CD, and after what I'm about to tell you, you're too nervous having it there, don't worry about the penalty because Reagan Gold Group will cover you. They have your back. They will give you free gold and silver to make up for whatever that penalty is that you're hit with, so you'll always be whole. Same with annuities, and I'm going to talk about money in the bank, and then we're probably going to go to a break, and when I come back from break, we're going to talk about annuities. Those things are a disaster. But anyway, all right, so money in the bank, listen carefully. Chase Bank, you heard me say last week, got busted, settled a lawsuit of $290 million to Jane Doe 1. She was a victim of the sex trafficking with Jeffrey Epstein. Chase Bank basically funded Jeffrey Epstein's island. You can look it up on the internet. Google it yourself if you don't believe me. Okay, they are in a lawsuit with Jane Doe 2, and I suspect they're going to settle that one as well. Okay? All right. Wells Fargo got busted a few years ago, right, for making fake bank accounts. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. TD Bank, right, pleaded guilty to a $3 billion money laundering scheme 2 weeks ago. It's the 10th largest bank in this country. The federal banking system, and then now the FDIC is basically, would take 5 years for you to get your money if your bank goes belly up. Okay? At the end of the day, listen carefully. You have to protect your money when it's what you're banking on to survive when you're old. You have to. Just because it says Bank of America on the building doesn't mean your money's safe. And if your banker tells you your money's safe, I don't believe him. because the banks are paid based on how much money they have in the bank. That's how banks make money. So he's not going to tell you, get your money out of here, we're not safe. He's not going to tell you that. But you can see what's going on. 3 major banks have been in scandals, and I suspect there's more coming. So you have to be strategic, right? You have to figure, okay, I need X dollars to live on. Okay, no problem. That's the money that stays in the bank because you need X dollars to live on. Listen, I have a bank account. We all need a bank account. But we don't have to put our life savings in there with these people. And what's great about gold when you have money in the bank is you can take that money, do a check or bank wire, buy the gold, buy the silver, have it shipped to your home. You're in possession, praise Jesus. You're in possession of it. If you don't want to if you don't have a safe, don't worry, Reagan will send you one for free. The point I'm getting at is once it's in your home, you're in control. It's in your safe. Your purchasing power has now increased, thank God. Number 2 is, if you ever had to cash it in, Reagan will buy it back from you with absolutely no cost whatsoever, no commissions, nothing. How sweet is that? Immediately. And if you passed away, that would transfer to your heirs with no government intervention. Your Uncle Sam would be out of luck. Don't sit here and say you don't have an Uncle Sam, because everybody has an Uncle Sam. I checked my family tree the other day. I have an Uncle Sam. Everybody's got an Uncle Sam. So at the end of the day, it's about your money, okay? I don't trust any banking institution. I'm sorry. There's too much going on behind the scenes that you read about. It's frightening. And so you've heard me say this before. A bank used to be a place we could put our money. Now it's a place that reports everything we do to the government. They're a snitch. I don't want my money with someone who's a snitch. I just don't. I understand the need. I understand I have to have them. I got to pay bills. I got to keep the electric bill paid or I'm going to be living in the dark. I get it. But if you're going to snitch on me, snitch with a little bit of money, not all my money. There comes a point, especially near retirement, where we have to maintain financial privacy. There comes this point where I can't afford to risk what I have. Right? Why is gold and silver listed everywhere as a safe haven? You don't hear that about stocks. Stocks are a gamble. Gold and silver is a safe haven. You get to an age in your life where it ain't about the greed, it's about the need. And Robert Kiyosaki's spot on. Now, he also says put a lot of physical silver in your IRA. So call Reagan Gold Group. They'll get it done. 888-351-8999. Again, 888-351-8999. Or go to mygoldquiz.com and you'll get me directly. That's right. Fill out the form. It'll come to my email. You'll get the good-looking Kenny Michaels call you when the show's over, okay? All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, if you're holding, we have Jose and Whittier holding. We'll get to you right after the break. Any other people that want to talk to me, I'm at 888-350-3005. The amazing Wendy's on our phones. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. Welcome back. Thanks for joining us. The number here to get me live, 888-350-3005. That's the number to get me live. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. Let's hit the phones before I get into annuities. Let's go to line 4. We're going to talk to Jose in Whittier, California. Jose, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, how's it going, Kenny? How's everything? Long-time KLOS listener. Love the show.
Thank you. What's up?
No, well, my only question was, the only, I'm 95%. I'm already there talking. I already talked to Andrew Russell from the Reagan Group and all that. The only thing I'm just scared of, they ask you for all your information. I just want to make sure it's not any kind of scam. And
yeah,
I'm sorry to say, nowadays you don't know what's going on out there.
That's a good question, Jose. So let me ask you: were you talking to him about moving a retirement account?
I'm going to move my 401k.
Okay, so all right, so let me explain something to you. When you set up your 401k with the company it's at now, you had to give your social security number. You had to give your private information. You didn't know who the hell you were giving it to then, but you had no problem giving it. Let me share something with you. Anytime you move a retirement account into a self-directed precious metals IRA, in order to set up an IRA, you have to give your social security number. You have to give your information, and you even have to give a beneficiary, right, in case you kick the bucket. Now, here's what I will also tell you. Do you really think I would put my name on a show that's airing all over the United States for a company that would scam people? This show would end so fast, your head would spin.
Exactly. I'm in there 100%, man. I just wanted to hear it from your mouth.
Okay, well, you heard it from my mouth. You heard it. Not only, sir, did you hear it from my mouth, you heard it from the good-looking Kenny Michaels. Congrats on moving your 401k. Very smart thing. Yeah, very, very smart thing to do, Jose, because the market crash that is coming, according to all these big-time people, is going to be significant, and it's going to hurt a lot of people who decide they'd rather have greed over the need. Okay?
Yes, sir. I'm in, man, 100%, and thank you for the info, and let's go. Let's go. Gold, let's go up.
You go. Trust me, it's on its way there, brother. It goes up every day nowadays. All right, buddy, have a great day. God bless and a Merry Christmas, okay?
You too.
Bye-bye.
Later on, bro.
All right, so annuities. Think they're good? They suck. All of them. Here's something for you. If annuities were so good, why does the company that your annuity is with hit you with a fairly steep penalty if you want to get rid of it early? Why do they tie you up if it's so good? You see, annuities don't protect you, first of all, from a devaluating dollar, and God knows we have that. Number two, doesn't protect you from inflation. God knows we have that, and it's coming again, probably worse, they're saying. In a recession, it's a disaster, and the S&P 500 is saying, get ready for a recession. Wow. And here's where it's really scammy. Here's where it makes me sick. Some of these annuities that people have, their insurance company or their sales guy who sold it to them says, oh, don't worry, you have the type of an annuity, I love this comment, that if the market goes down, you don't. Oh, come on, really? Really? So you're telling me that the insurance company that's managing your annuity is going to pay you on your stocks what you're being paid, and if it goes down, you're not going to have less? Really? How many insurance companies do you think would stay in business operating that way? The problem with annuity salespeople is they play you to be an idiot. But they say all the right things to make it all juicy for you. I have yet to meet anyone who likes their annuity. Swear to God. I have yet to meet anyone who's happy with their annuity, who likes it. Because once you get into the nitty-gritty, you realize, oh my God, what am I in? And the reason you're hit with a penalty, just so you know, if you move it, is because they're protecting the commission of the guy who sold it to you. You think, well, what do you mean? Well, here's what I mean. If you move that annuity before the 10-year maturity date, he has to give back the commission or a portion of the commission he earned. So they slap you with a penalty to secure his money. Here's my advice. Get out of the stinking annuity, pay the penalty, move it over to Reagan Gold Group, get into gold and silver, and whatever that penalty was, Reagan will cover you with free gold and silver shipped to your home. How is that? Now you're whole. You're out of the disaster. That's it. The only guy that makes money on an annuity is the person who sold it to you, never the person that owns it. Stay away from annuities. Please, if you have one and it's inside an IRA, move it. I don't care if it's a year old, 8 years old, don't matter. Move it. I don't care what they're telling you. Move it. Get it out. Besides, your annuity's tied to paper. Paper's becoming worthless fast. By the way, statistic, here you go. In the year 2000, if you had $100,000, today it buys you $53,375 worth of goods. Oh my God. Purchasing power has gone down by 50%. Sick. But in the year 2000, if you had gold and silver, today you'd buy $881,000 worth of goods. Where do you want your money? Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. That's why the whole world's headed that way. People's Bank of China, now back in the gold world, buying up a ton of gold. China buying up a ton of gold. Everybody's buying up gold. Everybody's buying up silver. Robert Kiyosaki saying put silver in your IRA. Totally, especially if you're in your early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. Anywhere in your 60s. Have silver in there. Okay, if you want to see growth. Reagan Gold Group will help you. Call them, 888-351-8999. That's their number. They are there right now. You'll get anybody over there. Call, tell them you're listening to the good-looking Kenny Michaels. They're very good, highest rated, and you can just get a hold of them. They're not as good-looking as me, but they will take care of you, I promise. Or if you want me, go to mygoldquiz.com. If you go to mygoldquiz.com when the show's over, I'll be more than happy to reach out. Okay? All right, the number to get me live is 888-350-3005. That's the number to get me live. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. Any retirement account that is employer-sponsored, 401k, TSP, 403b, 457, any one of these types of accounts, if it's from your current job, you must be 59 and a half or older to move it. If it's from your previous job, age doesn't matter. No matter how young or old you are, you can move it. If you are one of these people that has a current job and you're under 59 and a half and you have a retirement account, my condolences. I'm sorry. And it does hurt me and bother me that I can't help you. And I don't know what to say. Okay, I didn't make the rules of a 401k. Those are the rules. Okay. You just cross your fingers and pray a lot. Okay. Because the amount of market correction that these guys are talking about is very nerve-wracking for me, for people that are my age. I'm 62. For people like me, I'm scared for people like me. I'm in gold, so I'm okay. If a market crashes, my account's going to be triple what it was last time. But the point I'm getting at is I have a knack for reading what's going on, and I have a knack for certain people I don't believe, certain people I do. I believe Musk. I believe Buffett, especially Buffett. Okay, I believe Kiyosaki. I believe Trump to a point. I mean, he is a politician, right? So at the end of the day, how much do we believe politicians, right? Kamala Harris said Joe Biden was mentally sharp. Yeah, did you see the debate? That was about as mentally sharp as a wet banana. Okay, so he was not mentally sharp. Okay, so yeah, I don't 100% trust politicians. Musk is not a politician. Kiyosaki's not a politician. Warren Buffett's not a politician. All of them are talking about a market crash. All of them are saying get out. Buffett has gotten out. You don't play with your retirement account. I'm sorry. It is now the most valuable thing you own, especially with Social Security heading to zero. That's what they're talking about now. Pretty scary stuff. All right, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. All right, here's another reason why you move into silver. They're saying that AI is using silver in its development, which is going to create another sort of silver. That's why King's World News put out a chart on Thursday saying silver's on the cusp of a record of record-breaking history. What they said. Okay, so take that for what it's worth. But between electric car, solar, and AI, good time to have silver in the IRA. It's not just all about gold. Okay, so I want you to keep that in mind. Okay? By the way, Trump got Man of the Year, Time Magazine. It's pretty crazy, huh? Guy gets shot at. They dragged him through court, put him through hell, and he gets Man of the Year. Good for him. Good for him. Okay? Florida, gold and silver legal tender. Missouri, gold and silver legal tender. Notice they didn't say stocks. And here's something I want to mention. This is really important, so please listen to what I'm about to tell you. When you have an IRA or a 401k and you're in stocks, you can only take money out in the form of currency, dollars. No other way to take your money. They're not going to send you the stock. Right? So how do you know you own it? How do you know you own Apple stock? Just because your Schwab guy tells you so? How do you know? How do you know? But when you move into precious metals IRAs, now when you make a withdrawal, you can take it in currency or your physical metals. If you elect to take it in your physical metals, those metals are shipped right to you. In your hand, at your front door. It's real. How do you know your stocks are real? How do you know? Have you ever held the stock in your hand? So when people say, well, how do I know the gold is real? How do I know I really own it if it's in a depository? Make a withdrawal. Withdraw $1,000. Tell them you want it in kind. You want it in your metals. They'll show up at your house. If you didn't own physical metals, they wouldn't show up at your house, would they? There you go. You can also go visit your metals. Did you know that? You can go to the depository, show your ID. They'll open the vault that has your name on it that's fully insured, by the way, by Lloyd's of London, biggest insurance company in the world. And you can lay on the floor and roll your coins if you want. Can you go visit your stocks? Can you call your Schwab guy and say, hey, buddy, I want to know I really own Apple stock. I want to go visit my stock. Really? Where are you going to do that at? Going to go to Cupertino, California, where Apple is, and say, hey, I need to see my stock. Really? Gold's more real than your stocks. Call Reagan Gold Group, 888-351-8999, 888-351-8999, or go to mygoldquiz.com. We got time for some calls, don't we? Yeah, yes, we do. All right, line 5. We're going to go to Ralph in Anaheim, California, the Disneyland capital of the world. Ralph, welcome to the show, sir.
Hey, how's it going, sir? How you doing?
I'm good, buddy. You are at the happiest place on earth. Well, how can I help you?
Yeah, I just want to know, what advice can you give me? I'm turning 40 in Christmas. What advice can you give me on my 401k?
Well, number one, I'm not a financial advisor. I want you to know that, first off. Number two, is your 401k from your current job or previous job?
Previous job.
If it's from a previous job, you can move it into gold, sir. Your age doesn't matter. Congratulations. Okay? If this 401k was from your current job, I would tell you to pray. That's what I would tell you to do. But what was that?
Alrighty. Sounds good.
Yeah,
then,
so,
sir.
sir, if you don't mind me asking, is your 401k over $25,000?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because that's the minimum to roll it over. So call Reagan Gold Group, Ralph. Here's their number, 888-351-8999. They are there right now. You can call over there, tell them you spoke to the good-looking Kenny Michaels live on air, that you're at Disneyland in front of the Pirates of the Caribbean, and just tell them that you have a 401k from a previous job, you're turning 40 at Christmas, and you want to get this 401k out of paper into physical metals, and these guys will get it all done for you at no cost.
All right, Kenny. Thank you, sir.
All right, buddy. Have a happy birthday and a Merry Christmas, okay?
Attaboy. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
God bless. Bye-bye. All right, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005. See, he's 40 years old. First question I asked, is that from your previous job or current job? If it was from his current job, his only option is to pray. That's it. Everybody should be praying anyway. But the point is, he needs to pray. But in his case, it's a previous job. So it doesn't matter how old he is, he can protect it. Thank God, praise Jesus, that it's from a previous job. Ralph's going to be on his way to financial freedom and privacy. Thank God. All right, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005. I'm Kenny Michaels. This is The Gold Show. We got time for another caller. Good. Let's go to line 6. We're going to get with Steve in Covina, California. Steve, welcome to the show, sir.
Oh, how you doing, Kenny?
I'm good, brother. How you doing?
I'm hanging in there making breakfast.
Oh, well, what are you making? Wait a minute. What are you making, sir?
Good. My diabetic eggs and sausage.
There you go. Hey, I'm with you. I'm a type 2, but I eat egg whites with cheese, and I have some turkey sausage. And let me give you one tip before we get into your annuity. You may want to get the Ninja blender. I make myself every morning a smoothie. One day I use fruits and chia seeds. And almond milk, sometimes water and ice. And other times I make a chocolate one with chocolate powder, banana, chia seeds, oats. Fills you up, healthy as can be, a lot of fiber in the chia seeds, and you'll live a long time, sir.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. So what's your question? It says here you have an annuity. You're retired. Do you get physical gold?
Yeah, I retired. I retired in May. I had a stroke a year and a half ago, and then I just said, you know what, I'm not going back to work. So I retired, and I've been retired for like a half a year now. And I have an annuity from my old job I don't know what to do with it.
Okay, well, here's the question. Is that annuity inside an IRA?
I have no idea.
Okay, all right. So let me explain. There are two types of annuities, qualified and non-qualified. A qualified annuity means it's inside an IRA. If it is, you can roll it over tax-free, and if they hit you with a penalty, calm down, relax, because Reagan Gold Group will cover the penalty for you in giving you free gold or silver shipped to your home to make up for the penalty. So don't worry about the penalty. Reagan will make you whole. If it's in an IRA, you can move it over into gold as you should. Okay? And Reagan Gold Group can help you. They're at 888-351-8999, or if you want me to do it, you can go to mygoldquiz.com, fill out the quick information, and I'll call you in a couple of hours when I'm off air. Okay, if it's not in an IRA, then it's a non-qualified annuity, and all that means is you can't roll it over. You can still withdraw it and use that money to buy physical gold and silver and have it shipped to your home. So either way, the answer is yes, you can protect the annuity. It just depends how we do it. Okay?
Uh-huh. So when I buy the gold, it's actual physical gold and silver that comes to my house?
So it depends. If you buy the gold, if it's a non-qualified annuity, yes, all the physical gold and silver is going to come to your house. Yes. If it's a qualified annuity, that the gold and silver goes to a depository in a vault with your name fully insured. And when you make withdrawals, you can withdraw in currency or your gold and silver. And then, yes, they would ship it to your home. Okay?
Okay, because I live in about a matchbox, so I have no room for...
Well, don't worry about that. Reagan Gold Group will send you a safe. You can put it in a closet, put the metals in there, sir. Not a problem. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right,
I guess, yeah, it's probably not that much.
Yeah, just call Reagan Gold Group at the 888-351-8999 to get going, or go online to mygoldquiz.com and I'll help you. Okay?
8999. Okay.
Yeah, 351-8999, toll free, 888. They're there now. Or if you want me, you can go to mygoldquiz.com. Okay?
You write that down, mygoldquiz.com.
.com. Okay?
All right.
All right, buddy.
Sounds like a thing.
Good. Have a great day. God bless.
Yeah, you too. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and thanks for talking to me, you beautiful Kenny.
You got it. Have a good day. Bye-bye. All right, the number to get me live, 888-350-3005 is the number to get me live. There are a couple more people holding. Ray and Eric, I am not going to be able to get to you. The show is coming to an end. But I do have another show coming on after this, so Ray and Eric, you can hold. The beautiful Wendy will keep you on hold till the next show starts, but I do not have time to take the calls now. All right, the number to get Reagan Gold Group is 888-351-8999. That is their number. They are there now. Nobody there is as good looking as I am, so don't be disappointed, but they will help you. I promise. Get it all done for you at no cost. All right, the number there, 888-351-8999. Or if you want me, you can go to mygoldquiz.com. Listen, this is Kenny Michaels. Thank you so very much for tuning into the show. I greatly appreciate you. Callers are great. I love you guys. I'm Kenny Michaels reminding you that gold and silver will never make you rich, but it will stop you from being poor. Have a great day. God bless. See you next week. Bye-bye.